An outsider in the bunker.
Your presence here, let's just say it's highly irregular. Outsiders aren't even allowed to know that our bunker's here, let alone come and go freely. You impressed Elder McNamara, obviously. He must believe that you'd be very useful. Where did you learn that password? And tell the truth, because I'll know if you're lying. Stand back from the door. The Elder's eager to hear your report. Oh, hey there. Something I can help you with? If you have something to say it to Elder McNamara. How the hell did you get in here? Normally, I would have already shot you, but I'm under orders to bring you to the Elder. Will you come peacefully? You'll find your equipment in the chest to your right. Don't bother coming back until you've dealt with the Ranger. Listen up. I'm in charge of security around here, and I can't say I'm too happy about having an outsider waltzing around. But since you came in with Veronica, I'm inclined to cut you a little slack. Just behave yourself, and we won't have any problems, okay? My office is right here in case you need anything. Just ask for Ramos. Oh, and the Elder's going to want to talk to you. He's on the 2nd level. Just take a right once you get down there.
Rest up, and make your report to the Elder when you're up to it.
Bored already? You should try living down here. Sorry, but I don't really have... Oh, for Pete's sake, not again. You don't. Ever. You don't even think about it. Even if we did recruit trespassers, you're far too old for us. Your relationship to technology has already been perverted. Great. Looks like they're going at it again. Give it a few moments. This won't take long, trust me. Okay. I'll take you to him. Follow me. Closely. Or you'll be shot. You'll find your belongings in the chest to your right. Don't come back until you've dealt with the Ranger. Stay where you are. I'm sending someone up to meet you.
We were getting a little worried. Where's your partner? No, on second thought. Don't tell me. Give your report to the Elder, then have the doc look you over. Oh, and welcome back.
Yes, permanently, I'm afraid. Behave yourself this time, Veronica. Hey yourself, kiddo.
We gave you a password, Veronica. It's for your safety. For Pete's sake. Opening up. Welcome back, Veronica.
That's no longer an option, on account of you having one of our passwords. Now, if you stop stalling, I'd really like to know where you learned it. An interesting story. It may even be true. Lucky for you. Probably. Elder McNamara wants to meet you. So follow me, closely, or you'll be killed. Under normal circumstances, your story wouldn't make any difference. You'd be dead already. The password you gave is valid, but old. The only way you could have gotten it is from one of our lost patrols. I'm the one asking the questions right now, and you still haven't answered me. I suggest you start doing so. Your call. Not on my watch, you won't. You either go with me to the Elder, or I put you in the ground right here. Choose. Yeah, I knew about it. They're still young, and they weren't going to go very far. I had them on my monitors the whole time. I almost headed out there when they got surrounded by those scorpions, but Watkins is a hell of a shot. Normally, that would have fallen under my jurisdiction, but the Elder thought it'd provide a good test for you, so I backed off. Under the lockdown, only essential personnel are permitted to enter or leave. That includes supply runners and high-security patrols. All other personnel are forbidden to leave, and any personnel that were out there when the lockdown was enacted are forbidden from returning. So you've been talking to Harden, eh? He's been looking for a way to usurp McNamara ever since the lockdown started. Don't get me wrong, he's a good man. But Elder McNamara has done all right by us. If it weren't for him, none of us would have survived at Helios. I'll tell you what I told Harden. There have been only a few cases of elders being dismissed from their posts in the Brotherhood's history, and those involve crimes that someone like Elder McNamara is just not capable of. You can look it up for yourself if you want. I'll grant you access to that portion of the history section of our data store. See Senior Scribe Ibsen about accessing it. Fine by me. I'm sure someone's told you all this before. Several years back, we were running our chapter out the Helios 1 solar power station. Our elder at the time, Elijah, had some kind of obsession with the place, which is the only reason we stayed as long as we did. That place was hardly defensible, and we knew the NCR was moving in on us, but the elder refused to budge, insisting that he just needed more time. We never found out what he needed time for. Wave upon wave of NCR troopers hit us from all directions. We held out for a time, but we were grossly outnumbered, and they had more men than we had ammo. Eventually, our positions collapsed. Elder Elijah was nowhere to be found, so McNamara took charge and led what remained of us on a counteroffensive west. We lost a lot of men and women, but we broke through and made it here. Make no mistake, McNamara saved this chapter that day. That's right. Nothing gets in or out of here without me knowing it. Who was Elijah more like? He was our elder before McNamara. Bright guy, but just between you and me, he was a little off. Our mission is to recover and preserve the technology of the past. But Elijah wanted more. He sought ways to improve upon technology, make it better. When we found Helios 1, he was like a kid in a candy store, kept talking about the potential and a grand design never realized. He even insisted we set up our base there, Against the objection of nearly every paladin, what followed is a whole other story.
We were getting a little worried. Where's your partner? No, on second thought, don't tell me. Give your report to the Elder, then have the doc look you over. Oh, and welcome back.
Stay where you are. I'm sending someone up to meet you.
We were getting a little worried. Where's your partner? No, on second thought, don't tell me. Give your report to the Elder, then have the doc look you over. Oh, and welcome back.
Stay where you are. I'm sending someone up to meet you. That's an old principle that's been around since the Brotherhood was founded. It basically means that you have to obey a superior officer. If you're curious, I'll give you access to the data store entry on it. You'd probably be the first to read it in years, if not decades. It's pretty much common sense, but it gets invoked a lot when people get pissy about following orders.